Into it, Bernard. Into it.
Y'all ready for this?
All right, buddies. Welcome. We're going to try something new this year in our league. We are going to try this little video series / podcast / I don't know, time filler. This is how we're going to deliver some news and some breakdowns of the weeks for the season. This video today, we're going to go over a lot of the intro league stuff. Warren's got a little intro for us and a recap from last year since half of you didn't pay attention. So pay attention to that. Moving forward, each week we're going to go ahead and talk about the waiver wire, who made what move. We're going to analyze trades. We're going to pretty much roast you guys for everything that you do, including ourselves. Moving forward, if you'd like to be part of these videos, you can. Just let me know. I highly doubt that any of you will, but if you do, let me know.
Involvement is key. I kind of hope people do choose to do this. I won't be here every week, but they will be if you choose to be involved. And they're not an hour long. This is not like a normal podcast. This is our first time. Probably like 5 to 15 minutes.
Facts. If you have something to say, you guys don't text it in the group chat, so come on the video, say it out loud. We're calling people out this year.
Going over of why Dylan left last year.
Yeah.
He was so upset with Colton's ridiculous 10 trades a week. He should have come on here and told Colton in front of everyone to not get the fuck off.
We did offer Dylan a standing 3-minute intro to just vent on his way out. That was his retirement present. We hope to see Dylan again. He will be invited to the draft this year. I hope he makes it, but I understand if he doesn't. Let's see. Let's get started. Let's go. Warren, intro. Let's see it.
All right. Something that was funny to me just to start things off, Zucker, I feel like he's involved. I feel like he's engaged, but at the same time, just a couple months ago, he was stunned to find out Barber was last year's champ. He didn't even know. Colton ended up following his 2019 championship run with a second place, and then newcomer Cody getting third. So Josh, newcomers seem to be getting paid last year, first and third. They brought in a decent amount of cash. Could have been a lot more money if they decided to have, or not they, we as a league, all of us buddies, decided to have some more urgency to invest our league pot into something substantial, whether stocks, Bitcoin, whatever we want to do. Their winnings could have been quadrupled. So we need to go over if we want to do that this year because we didn't act on it fast enough last year. Good rule of thumb, though. Take note. Barber won last year's league with, I would say, barely or slightly above average roster. Definitely did not go into the playoffs as a favorite. So a tip coming for Zucker, don't give up. Don't ever give up. An extra incentive this year to not give up. In a landslide vote in our beginning of the season survey, we did end up passing that this year there will be a loser bowl, which I'm pretty excited about. Excited to not be a part of it and just get to watch. So this year with some newcomers again, we've had 3 players retire. 1 player, he got the boot. Greg was one of the first players to retire, aka Lil Nips. If you're familiar with that reference, he retired after winning the first 2 championships in a row.
Back to back.
Pretty disappointing being able to see that happen.
Shout out Lil Nips.
Right. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if we want him back. I don't know. But I get his retirement. I don't support it. I get it. When the wife says you're no longer allowed to have fun with your friends, you have to listen. So now Dylan is the newest member to retire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe his wife made any of those claims, similar to Lil Nip's situation about not having fun. I believe most of us know the real reason. There's a baby on the way. Congrats to that. But at the same time, Bernard and Colton drove him to the ledge. So let's see if those two can force someone else near the ledge this week or this season with a ridiculous average of 5 trade offers per week. They are very active for those newcomers to be aware of. And then, of course, there's top.
I won't defend myself, but I will say I stand by everything I said.
Okay, that's fair. It was an aggressive conversation that happened. What was that, like week 11?
Yeah, somewhere around there. It was like right before the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, of course, there's top, plain and simple. If you're a bad friend, you get the boot. Moving on. So let's jump to the newcomers. Very excited to have them. Joe, aka Ted Lasso, as I like to call him. If you're not familiar with that show, please watch it. It's phenomenal. And that's Joe. Plain and simple, we're lucky to have him. He brings a high energy spirit. Is bound to bring a smile to your face. He is old though, so take it easy on him. Not 100% sure on this, but I believe he's old enough to where he was in the sports book and he went all in on the Patriots for Tom Brady's first Super Bowl appearance against Kurt Warner and the Rams. So yeah, old. Next we have Josh Lavin, J-Lav, and recently developed new nickname Ace as just this past year. Barbs, myself, Zucker, we got to witness something quite incredible. Remember it like it was yesterday. The sun was about to set on a late afternoon round. I believe he took a 7-iron out of the bag from 167 yards out. He hit it long, really got a hold of it, somehow sucked it back like Tiger would, and we all held our breath, which seemed to be an eternity. J-Lav yelled, "Disappear ball," and the ball listened. And that right there gets you an entrance into, I think, just about any fantasy football league. As far as his experience level, I honestly don't know. I'm hoping he knows what he's doing, but we shall see.
We did ask some qualifying questions before he was invited to the league, so we do vet our new members. I want everyone to know.
We asked him about the trade situation, obviously with the fallout with Dylan. J-Lav's response was he may not make a trade, but he'll listen to some. He might accept some. So that was good enough for us.
He has the app downloaded and he clears his notifications.
Yes, he won't leave you on red. If you send him a trade and he doesn't like it, he'll decline.
Yeah. Well, Josh, share your sleepers list for this year, because apparently you hit on all the long shots. So I'm gonna need to know your list.
Right. So also we have returning. We got Brock, we got Ryan G, little brother, we got Kale, and that we know will all three of those eventually make some sort of blockbuster trade. Could help them, could hurt them, but we love that midseason they are willing to spice things up a bit. I like that a lot better than Ryan Parrish, who makes about one trade every leap year and continuously finds himself fighting for third place, with Derrick Henry, who never shows up for him until the playoffs, the NFL playoffs, not the fantasy playoffs, so obviously it's too late.
If you want to get a preview on Ryan Parrish's roster for this upcoming year, just go look at his previous roster from last year and the year before that.
It's the same
and
team.
The year before that. He drafts the same team every year.
He's probably going to have Chris Carson.
Chris Carson.
Travis Kelce, right?
He'll end up with Travis Kelce somehow. Derrick Henry's already on his team. We'll get to that. Yeah. He's got the usual cast of characters. He loves him some Tyler Lockett. But yeah, we'll get there.
So then we have Cody and Barbs, the sneaky ones to look out for. Newcomers last year, obviously, as already mentioned, first and third place. They play everything very coy. They keep their moves guarded because they don't make a lot of them. Cody's pretty active on the waiver wires. I know that from previous leagues, but they're always in contention. And then Zucker, of course, the Detroit Lions of our league. You put a W on the schedule before the preseason even starts. You know he's going to have some way, some sort of stacked roster that he won't trade to better his team in fear of getting ripped off because he didn't do his homework and he has no confidence in himself. Instead, you'll find yourself kicking his ass as he left his top two players on his roster on his bench because of some rumor that they wouldn't be playing that week. And of course, those rumors were started by somebody in the league, probably his opponent that week. That's
more than likely.
That's how Zucker goes, but we love him. He has the money for the buy-in, and we bring him back every year. He's welcome.
Absolutely.
Then there's Bernard and Colton, the most ready to go, typically the most engaged and educated of the group. They have a championship, each of them, but I really don't think that has anything to do with their hundreds of transactions. I'm hoping this season will be the first year that I believe it's 70 transactions we allow for the year, which is a ridiculous number. Colton seems to get there every year. I'm hoping he gets there, before the playoffs.
Colton is 75% tapped out by like week 5. So, but somehow he never goes over.
He's in about 11 leagues every year. I don't know how he does it.
I was in 8 last year. I'm determined to cut that down this year. We'll see. I doubt
This
it.
is it for me. This is it. One and done. And I
Locked into 4 right now.
Anyway, in terms of Colton and Bernard, I think we can all agree there's most likely going to be a top player, as there is every year, to tear their ACL in preseason. And let's just hope that one of those top players ends up on one of their rosters, right? And then, of course, me, the commish, I will most likely lead the league in points or be second, as I do about every 3 out of 4 years. But don't worry, I probably won't make the playoffs, which has happened before, even leading the league in points, because I always end up playing everyone's best week.
You should just try drafting worse. Like,
no, what?
Like instead of picking like the high,
say if you did a bad job at the draft, you're not going to play everyone's best week. I don't know. Happens every year. I'm not really worried about it. I love fantasy football. Excited it's back. Good luck to everyone this year.
Wait a minute. Are you the Doc Rivers of fantasy football?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of it.
Ryan Parrish, leave a comment.
Right. Anyway, good luck to everyone this year. And more importantly, may all your players be vaccinated, because we don't have an extra IR spot this year for that for the COVID rule that we did last.
Shout out Cole Beasley. Okay, cool, awesome, love it. Warren, okay, we can do one of two things. We can either walk right into the survey results and just kind of recap those, or we can get started in the draft order and projected keepers list.
I say we go into the survey results. The longer we hold out on the draft order in the keepers list means that everyone's going to watch the whole video.
Yeah. Colton's pissed right now. He's trying to fast forward, but he doesn't know how to get to where he needs to be. So we're just going to keep talking. Let's just keep rambling. Rambling.
All right. Survey results. I know this wasn't an option, but I ended up just taking the average for the buy-in price. I know we already stated it before. It is $165. That is a decent amount of change for 12 people. You do the math, put a little investment. Hopefully it goes up, not down, and this could be a pretty penny at the end of the year. Payout, same thing we've done every year, 70-20-10. Pretty simple. Lineup, standard lineup. We tried some things a few years ago, didn't work out. Got rid of the tight end, added a flex. Didn't really like it. So standard lineup, and then a 5-man bench with 1 IR, not 2. We did 2 last year for COVID.
That's great.
We voted. There's no trading picks. That was
real quick, Warren. For the new guys, it's 6-point touchdown for QBs, half PPR. If you guys didn't know that already, I feel like that's something to share.
Right.
That's all I have.
Okay. Landslide vote, no trading picks. However, I am putting in an executive order. I don't do it often, but when I do it, I think it's important. Executive order, you can trade spots with someone, meaning you cannot just trade a couple picks here and there. If you would like to trade spots with someone and is agreed upon by both, I don't think it affects anyone. So if you're in the 7 spot and you want to move to 10 and that's agreed upon, let me know. I'll go ahead and swap it. We voted on standard waivers. That was an 8-4 vote over Fab. And then in a landslide vote, as mentioned before, yes, there will be a loser bowl. Moving on from that, we will take at the live draft, which is the next thing to address. That was a vote of 10-2. So we will be doing a live draft this year. We'll vote on whether or not we do the entire draft as a live draft or break it up first 4 rounds. I think we did that last year. It was a little bit complicated, but we'll figure that out at a later date.
Yeah, sorry, Colton, you're gonna have to get out of the house.
He really doesn't, but it's almost worse to be home on a computer waiting for all of us. So
if you don't show up, Colton, I'm telling everyone they can't make their selection until we hit at least 45 seconds of the clock.
Yes, we'll milk the whole clock.
It'll punish everyone for your actions.
Right.
Don't be the guy that makes everyone run.
Bring the beers. We'll have a good time.
That's true.
Colton will just be waiting and
moving
on. Keeper format explanation. I'm hoping the 10 guys that are returning understand how it works. The new guys, I've explained it to them, but I'll go over it again because I also know of all the 10 guys returning, not everyone still understands. You cannot keep a first-round pick. You cannot keep someone 2 straight years. And that
even if that person wasn't on your team.
Correct. So it's to the person, not to the owner of the team. So I had Patrick Mahomes for the last 2 years. I've kept him for 3 years. I've kept him 2 years. He's now unable to be kept. Even if I were to have traded him mid-season last year, he still cannot be kept. There is a 1-round premium on the keeper, which is why you cannot keep a first-round pick. If you had a player that was drafted in the 3rd round last year and you want to keep him, he is your 2nd-round pick this year. Now, because of issues earlier on a few years back with the keeper 1-round premium, we made a rule that all keepers have a maximum or minimum, however you want to look at it, of the 8th round. I remember a few years back, there was a keeper situation with David Johnson, who was drafted in like the 15th round. Next year, he's going 3rd overall. Guy keeps him for the 14th round. Got to keep it a little fair.
Shout out Nibs, most dominant team. David Johnson, Le'Veon Bell. Couldn't even, no chance. We had no shot. No shot. It wasn't even fun.
That's basically the keeper format. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You only get 1 keeper. New guys, you guys will be keeping from everyone not kept. I don't want to limit you to the teams you took over. That's fair. So you'll be looking at the entire pool of players. And then also, if someone was picked up off waivers or drafted after the 9th round or after the 8th round, they will automatically be kept for an 8th round pick. So those are the likes of like Mike Davis. I don't think he was drafted last year. If you want to keep him, he would be an 8th round pick this year.
We've got some. We'll get to that. Right. We've got some options.
Want to touch on the Loser Bowl? Loser Bowl ideas. I don't have a favorite. Well, actually, maybe I do, because I don't want them to be too crazy, because if I lose, that sucks. So like tattoos out, skydiving out. I saw one where it was like belly button piercing. That was kind of funny, but like
that's funny, but out.
Anyway, so I wrote some things down that were ideas I just got off the internet. None of these are my own original ideas, but that's okay. First one went viral on Twitter. Waffle House 24 hours. Right.
That was a great one. I saw that one
closely. I followed that one closely. The guy live tweeted his entire experience, went to the Waffle House, had to be there for 24 hours.
That's great.
No ifs,
I love it.
However, for every whole waffle he ate, he got an hour off of his time. I think he ended up being there for like 13 hours.
I didn't even know that was part of it. I thought he was stuck there for 24 hours. I love that.
No. So that was awesome.
That.
But honestly, I'm a little afraid of Waffle Houses. So I don't know how,
I don't even know. Do we have Waffle Houses here in
There's
AZ?
one in Tempe. There is one in Tempe.
Okay.
I don't know. Might have been a shooting there. I don't know.
We'll pick another 24-hour spot.
Sure. Denny's maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, fine.
Well, I think the Waffle House thing's important though, because those waffles are big. If you go to a place with little waffles, it's easier. Next one I thought was really funny. And I think most of the people in our league are dog people, so they might enjoy this one. You just host an end of the year league dinner, which would be fun. But the loser has to wear a dog cone.
Oh, I love it.
Kind of funny. Difficulty.
That's pretty funny.
Right. So I like.
How do you do you just drop it in?
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
Do you come underneath the little part?
So that's a good one. That's easy. I don't know. Okay. Other one, beer mile. I like to put a time on it, right? You don't want anybody walk. Maybe 10 minutes, 12 minutes, but every lap they finish, they got to chug a beer.
Yeah.
Right. And I think 100%. Lap 4, we throw in an IPA. I don't know.
Cool with it at the end.
Right.
Maybe a chocolate milk?
No, I've done that. No.
They do that. They drink milk at the end of marathons.
Yeah, but I thought you meant like the gallon.
Oh no.
Yeah, I did that.
I don't hate these guys. I mean,
idea number 4, you have to have a lemonade stand. And it basically says, buy lemonade. I suck at fantasy football. Help me out.
Proceeds go to the next year's pot?
This is where it is. And this is where it gets enticing to be good on the bottom half of the league, right?
Okay.
You have to get $165. So our league dues. I don't know. You might have to charge $5 a cup. I don't know how you got to do it. You got to get $165. You might be there for 8 hours. And that $165 goes to the guy that beat you for 9th place or for 11th place.
Oh, I like it.
So that basically makes his season free.
I love it.
Pretty good.
I've been clamoring for years. Never give up.
Right.
Shout out Jimmy V.
Number 5. I think in theory it's funnier than it actually would probably be, but it's an open mic night and the loser has to get on stage, maybe say a poem,
absolutely,
stand-up skit, maybe sing a song. I don't know.
Hey, that's not our problem. They have to be up there, not us.
Right. And then the last one that was funny, but really a commitment. You have to get a really, really dark full body spray tan.
Ooh.
And then that's there for like 3 weeks. It doesn't look good.
I'm into it.
Just an idea.
I'm into it.
Those are loser bowl ideas. The way the loser bowl is going to work, in my mind, it has to be agreed upon unanimously. It cannot be a 9-3 vote. It has to be a 12-12 vote, because a 9-3 vote, we could have 9 people in the league that likes tattoos and doesn't give a shit. 3 guys never touched tattoos, and that's not really fair.
I'd get a tattoo on my ass of fantasy football if I lost.
Not for me.
I'm not worried about it, so I'll throw it out there.
Unanimous vote, 12 for 12. Rule for the live draft: you have to bring an idea, and it has to be an idea that you would do. It has to be an idea that's not something so minimalist and dumb. It's got to be good. Think about the ideas I just threw out there from the internet. Do your own research and bring an idea to draft night, and we will vote. Okay, I don't know. Maybe we'll do like an after the 8th round break and vote on all the
cool,
like 7th inning stretch type of idea.
Cool with it. If you have cool food ideas for the draft, throw it out there. Let's plan this.
Food will be there. Beer will be there. Plan out that Tuesday night. Yeah, we didn't even go over that. I mean, I know we sent in a text, but Tuesday, September 7th, 5:45 p.m. the draft will start. Hopefully you get there earlier than like 5:44.
I think I have another draft that day, but
no,
this would take priority.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna auto draft that one.
No, I can't. I won that league last year. I can't.
All right, so that's really all that I have to go over. Bernard, he has all of the keepers that are the anticipated keepers kept by these players,
yes,
as well as top keepers available for Josh and Joe.
Mm-hmm.
The way the keeper will work for Josh and Joe is after we did the lottery. I believe it's Joe that got the first pick over Josh. He got the best position in the lottery. So Josh,
I believe so,
keeper ahead of Joe. But let's go ahead and go to that right now.
Yep, let's pull that up. And just so you guys know, like Warren said, these are just projected. So we did the work for you. You guys didn't log in and look at your teams. So we went ahead and did it for you. So these are the ones that I decided were your best options. Let's go with this boy. Can you guys see that? Yeah, cool. Awesome. So here, this is it. These are our projected keepers. So again, like we said, this is who we project you should keep based off of your roster last year. This doesn't mean this is who you have to keep. You can change it. If you don't like who I had you keeping and you think I'm an idiot, then you can go do the work yourself and make your own decisions.
And remember, we are very generous with this. Keepers lock 1 hour before draft time. So that is Tuesday, September 7th at 4:45 p.m. Your keepers lock. And quite honestly, I'm just going to go with this out of the blue. Whatever is on this list right now, if you don't tell us otherwise, that is your keeper.
Facts.
And honestly, it's a good one, so it doesn't matter. But please confirm who it's going to be.
I will say there were not a lot of people that had multiple really good options to keep. So I highly recommend you take this with some weight. Ryan P, Derrick Henry, 2nd round. Colton, DeAndre Swift, he wanted to go with the running back. He also had the option to keep Travis Kelce for a 1st. Now
and
he's
Mike Davis for an 8th.
And Mike Davis for an 8th, and he can still change it.
I think that's the pick.
I agree. Let's see. Barber, right now I have you slotted with Darren Waller for a 3rd round pick, or 4th round pick, excuse me. I apologize. Ryan G with Austin Eckler with the 4th round pick. Honestly, one of the best keeper options that we have in the league right now. Austin Eckler is going early 2nd round. Brock, Calvin Ridley, the new wide receiver 1 in Atlanta. No Julio Jones anymore. I mean, Julio missed like 7 games every year anyway. So
I traded him that so it could be his keeper. So he better keep him.
This is why
he got fucking turf toe out for the playoffs, and there's my season.
Yeah, that's okay. It happens. You still put up the most points in the league. So where was I? Zucker. This one. Stephon Diggs for a 5th. This is a great keeper. Stephon Diggs is potentially a top 5 wide receiver, and you're getting him in the 5th round. That was a great pick. You also had some other options down here in our player pool.
Don't fuck this up and keep Lamar Jackson, Zucker.
I know you traded for Lamar Jackson midseason. The trade was Lamar Jackson for DeAndre Hopkins straight up to Colton. Caused some waves. I'm pretty sure we agreed that you owed everyone in the league $15. I never received my Venmo. You remember that? We can find it. You can search in messages now in iMessage.
Zucker's not going to be here for the live draft, but I definitely think he should cater.
100%.
Okay.
no quarrels right there. All right, so Zucker, Warren, right now, Terry McLaurin for the football team, 5th round, good pick. Cody, I tried to get this man from you so many times last year, and bravo to you for telling me to fuck off. You get George Kittle for a 7th round pick this year. Tight end is a premium. They are slim, as you can see. Darren Waller and George Kittle are already being kept. And there's potential, if Colton changes his mind, that Travis Kelce is also kept. Therefore, in my opinion, Mark Andrews is the top tight end on the board.
Nope, Gronk.
Touche. I don't have anything to say. I mean, Gronk's great. I mean, you never want to draft Gronk. He goes that like 12th round and then he scores 3 touchdowns in a game and wins you a week. Yeah, I'm pretty locked in with my keeper. I'm keeping Antonio Gibson. 8th round pick, starting running back. He's going in the 2nd. I can't pass up starting running backs in this league. Cannot do it. Kale, I'm sorry. Your keepers were fucking atrocious. I didn't know who to go with for you, man. So you're keeping Myles Gaskin. Again, he is a starting running back down in Miami. I don't know 100% what that backfield looks like, but that is not my problem. That is your problem. But you're getting him for an 8th round pick, so minimum risk there. Now we go to the remaining keepers player pool. This is where J-Lav and Joe are really going to want to pay attention. These are all the people you have available to keep. Keep in mind,
technically everyone's available, but these are the best guys.
Correct. Again, I did the work for you. If you don't believe me, do the work yourself. But I'm helping you out because I like these things and I'm a freak. So you guys, this is where you should be looking. There's some really, really, really good options on here. Justin Jefferson for an 8th. You can keep CeeDee Lamb, who apparently is the Cowboys wide receiver 1 now. And
CeeDee Lamb for an 8th, Justin Jefferson for an 8th, DK Metcalf for a 3rd. Those are the ones that out. Mike Davis for an 8th.
Mm-hmm. If you really love quarterbacks,
top guys.
If you really love quarterbacks, there's some good quarterbacks on there. Kyler Murray for a 7th. That's a really good pickup right there. He's like going like 4th round right now, which is nuts to me, but whatever, do you? Aaron Rodgers is on here for an 8th. So if you really love Aaron Rodgers, you think this is his last year, he's going to put up a giant middle finger to the Packers, keep him. But yeah, really this only applies to J-Lav and Joe. Now, again, this could change if someone changes their keeper, but that's currently what we're going with. Cool.
All right. Let's get
anything more on keepers. Awesome. If you want access to this Google Sheets, just let me know. I'll share it with you so you can see this. Or maybe I'll just share it in the group chat. Okay. 2021 draft order. You know your spot where you are picking based off the lottery. You texted it to Warren. We have compiled the list. Here's the reveal of the full draft order. Again, we're not doing draft pick trading, but we are doing draft slot swaps. Keep that in mind. Here's your order.
Boom.
Warren G. Commish. He's getting the number 1 overall pick.
First time, baby.
I think I know who he should pick, but he's also right in front of his brother. So really, he should just ask who Ryan wants and then pick that guy just to fuck him over. Because
Patty Mahomes, number 1 overall, baby. Going back.
Ryan G. 2nd slot. That's a good pick. Brock with the 3rd. Zucker, you're coming in 4. Joe, 5 spot, right in the middle. New guy. That's a big spot. You can do really good things there. Josh, also right in the middle, right behind Joe. I like the strategy. I mean, it's kind of one of those things, like if you're new to the playground, like you got to fight the biggest kid or the bully or whatever. Like, you know, like you gotta make some moves, piss some people off.
That's like a prison thing, I think.
Kind of, I guess. I didn't say prison. I mean, I don't know. Do kids still fight on the playground?
Move on.
Okay. Kale coming in the 7th spot. Right after that is Ryan P. Cody in 9th. Barber 10th. Colton 11th, and I grabbed the turn in the 12th spot. I'm very happy with my position. I think you're very happy with your position. I love the way we did the draft lottery. It was only fair. And again, save this. If you want access to this, if you want to swap with somebody, you offer them something. We're not trading anything for the swap. So if you want to pay them $20 on the side or whatever you want to do, that's on you. Just let us know that you guys have come to an agreement on a swap. Cool. All right.
That it? Episode 1?
I think episode 1 in the books. It was really weird. This is my first time ever doing anything like this. Yeah, I think you too. I think we did great.
You think anyone will watch the whole thing?
No, probably not.
What is it?
I have no idea. I don't know.
It's pretty
10 minutes?
I think
no? 20? We talked for 20 minutes?
Yeah, I think we did this for a while.
Listen, man,
Talking fantasy, it just kind of escalated.
this is going to be really fun. I haven't told you this, but I want to do a mock draft with as many people who want to participate as possible. I think it'd be really fun.
You're gonna give away?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
I'll just be taking random people.
That's your prerogative.
Anything away.
That's your prerogative.
All right.
I'm going to throw it out there. Join if you want. If you don't, during the year, this is going to be really fun. We're going to talk about the actual moves, the scores, the matchups, all that stuff. We're going to talk a lot of shit. We're trying to take this league to the next level because we are determined to evolve.
We're only a year or two away from league travel.
What is this? Year 5? Year 6?
This is year 6.
Year 6. Okay. We've made great strides. Let's do this.
I'm booking it. 2022 draft. New Orleans, Vegas, something.
Hey, cabin, maybe a little mushrooms. What do you want to do?
Relax. There's a minor in here.
He's not a minor. He does weirder shit than we do.
Next year, he won't be. They do anything.
That's true. We'll make him sign a waiver.
Take him to Wawa's.
Yeah. Oh, Wawa. Wawa's good.
Yeah. All right. Logging off.
See you guys.